Yeehaw, Wagon Crew! How are we doing today? I love this thing where we'll just do a little quick catch up backstage and you just have to repeat it all for the audience, really. How are we doing today, Miss Laura, Miss Katie, Miss Wallace? Thank you for being here.
So good.
So
Thank you
good,
for
so good.
having
Any exciting updates in your life?
Okay. Um, well, I have a couple. I got a job, so
Hey!
it's the Steak
Love
magic.
money.
I just need to be on more Steak streams, and it'll
Yeah.
get me my job. But yeah. So I am a activities assistant at a old folk retirement center for people with dementia.
Oh,
So
that's fun.
yeah,
Wow.
I'm activities assistant, so we'll be doing a plethora of things. So
Activities?
it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every week. So I'm very
Which leaves
excited.
one writing day, the perfect setup.
Exactly. So my own streams on every other Thursday will still be intact.
Yay. Joyful
And
news.
then I have been just consumed with poetry lately, and so I have submitted 7 poems to publications so far.
Oh my god,
Dang.
incredible. That's amazing.
I guess
I'm
you're
excited.
the what's that fancy schmancy poet laureate poet, whatever that's called.
Something.
Yeah, laureate.
Yeah, laureate, poet laureate.
Laureate.
Yeah, of the stream. So play.
You're the John Keats. I
You're
got
the
Yes,
John Keats.
That's what I was
which-
thinking. It's like the John Keats.
You're the John
I
Keats of the
still
stream.
have not read
Uh,
John Keats, but I do have a bunch of poetry books that I'm going through from the library.
Ooh. Do share. What are they? I can't read them.
This one's called Unfold, Poetry and Prose.
Mhm.
This one's really good. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a collection of poems and essays that are written kind of in a poetic form.
Oh, fun.
I love that.
So this
Love
one
that.
is from the author of Paper Girl and Knives That Made Her comes Unfold, a poetic, aching, and hopeful retelling of realizations made while on the journey of healing from both loss of love and loss of self.
Mm.
oh,
This one's really good. And I'm really enjoying this one, which is Palestinian poetry.
Ooh.
Things You Find Hidden in My Ear by Mozab Abu Toha.
I love
So
that.
those are the 2 that I'm really enjoying so far. But yeah.
I can also recommend, supporting local artists and reading Sayla's poetry collection, which is stunningly beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Litos.
So good.
There it is.
Ugh,
One of my favorite poetry collections so far is from my very own Portia Simmons, Low Bridge, High Water.
lovely.
If you buy it through a Ko-fi, you get it signed.
Let me just sign up for
He has
that.
a
I'm getting into
beautiful
my.
signature. Oh my god.
I
That's
know.
beautiful. Oh my god.
Leave it to Portia to upstage us all.
Yeah, truly.
Her poem in here about inner demons, so good. About how it's small, but it's fast, but it's wide, and it brings her to bed and tucks her in and whispers in her ear that you're not ever going to
Okay,
become
I have
anything.
pulled up her Ko-fi shop, so I'm going to just link that in stream for anyone
It's so good.
curious. Plop, that'll work, shan't? Yeah, sure. Lovely. I also see that you've entered a few short story collections, so it seems like things are happening. She's a woman of business, and I love to see it. Speaking of women in business, Katie Ann, how's business?
Hi. Not great, but we're
Not
working
great?
today.
Because bankruptcy.
Are you still in a migraine?
No, I'm not, but I did go to the ER yesterday to fix it. So we're a little
Did you get a
drugged
new
out.
brain?
I wish. No, they just gave me a cocktail of painkillers and steroids. So I'm a little not fully with the program today, but I'm feeling better. So
Out
I
of
am going to
sound
work.
state and mind, or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
don't trust anything that comes out of my mouth.
I never do
Maybe
anyway.
shouldn't
so-
you be resting rather than working?
I can't. Literally, I fear I will send myself back into another migraine if I don't do some work because literally I got an IV, and so I was laying there, my mom was with me. It's just quiet. I'm just sitting here oh god, now that the migraine's going away, I need to work.
Okay.
You are
Which is
damaged. You need therapy, Katie. Is what you need.
so deeply unhealthy. But I'm also on deadline. Like the deadline is coming quite soon. Like I'm about 4,000 words a day behind. So we need to crack lock and get a move on.
We're gonna lock in today. Well, not lock in maybe, but we're gonna just peek through the keyhole at least and see what we find. And we got like
Nice.
tomorrow, and we got the weekend coming up. It is
Me too.
another what do we call it? I forget. What's the
April
title?
Adventures.
April Adventures weekend. I've named it the Panic Weekend. So
It's certainly going to be a panic. It's going to be such a panic. But it's good. It'll be fun. We'll have a lot of fun.
a lot of fun. I just enjoyed the last one immensely, so I had a lot of fun.
I did.
Speaking
Too.
of fun, Ms. Wallace, I see you have a whiteboard available.
I was like, what about me screams fun right now? Anyway,
You're in a new space. Hello. That's so fun.
I am in a new space. I have recently joined a co-working space, as Miley, I think, called out.
Yeah.
And it's been so talk about like all the perks, all the amenities. I'm currently in one of the not quiet rooms, but like the deep work rooms is what you can call. You can book these when you have a phone call. I am drinking their kombucha on tap. Today is prickly pear, and it changes. It's like fancy AF. And because today's Earth Day, they had a little activity for us. Well, first of all, as a freebie, we all got this terracotta pot and a little seed packet in the shape of the planet, and you can put dirt in here and grow some plants, which I think is so cute. And then they had a little activity, a Earth Day bingo activity, which is a way of encouraging people to go around and meet other people in the co-working space, which is great because today is my second like official day. I went to orientation earlier and stuff like that. And I'm very competitive about fun little games like that. Like you hate to see me coming at a baby shower or a bridal shower when they're like little but I was like scooting around the office space, like meeting people. One of them was like, meet a new dog and learn its name and like get the owner to sign your little thing. And so anyway, I was the first person to turn in their bingo board, and I got a Earth Day special, a reusable grocery bag, which is very, very big in Colorado. And it condenses down into a little strawberry. You can like fold it
Super
all
cute.
up
Oh,
into
so
this
cute.
little.
Oh, it's
Crinkly
adorable.
ASMR.
So it's like, I'm loving it. Day 2, we're living the good life. But in terms of my work today, I, like Katie, am on deadline, but I actually emailed my agent yesterday. I was like, hey, what would we think about me asking for a 2-month extension? And she was like, wouldn't hurt to ask. So my editor is currently on her honeymoon, so I'm not going to bother her with it for now. But I am now I'm probably asking for an extension just because life has just really thrown a ton of curveballs at me, and I can see more coming on the horizon. Like, very happily, I'm going to be traveling in June for Katie's launch, and I'm also moving in June and all that stuff. So I just don't see myself getting a decent workable draft done by July 1st. But long story short, I'm still going to try and work on it today. But right when I sat down, I got kind of an emergency email from my big girl job. So that's probably what I'm going to focus on during this stream, is kind of working through that and getting that resolved. But I'm hoping at some point I can work on my book today.
I also hope that for you. Laura, Katie, what will you two be working on today?
So there is a fantasy flash fiction competition going on that my first draft was 450 words. My second draft was 1,034 words. And they're like, the
Flash?
minimum is 1,500 words and the max is 2,000 words. I'm like, that's not technically a flash, but okay, whatever.
I'm about to say, that's not technically a flash fiction, is it?
It's
I was
not, but they're calling it a flash.
But then who am I to
um,
question the rules,
I
of this
had beta
competition?
reader feedback on how to expand it, and it's
Okay.
very good feedback. So I'm going to be whipping that up.
Whipping that up, Laura
Yes.
style. And what will Katie be whipping up?
Well, first I need to finish my lunch. I have my lunch sitting there. I have some buffalo chicken.
Yum.
And I'm going to work on
Yum.
book 2 and also cleaning my room because my whole room is a disaster. It's a disaster zone because I literally have been dead on my feet since like end of day Wednesday to now. So
Oh, brutal.
Don't you love how
So-
bedrooms reflect mental states?
I wish it didn't. sweater. I wish it reflected differently.
Mhm.
Oh, so we're gonna just try to do a lot of things today. Anyway, that's my plan.
Yeah. I
Deke,
love that
what are you
for
working
you.
on?
Working on the cowboy book. Yeehaw, as always. Never-ending
Yeah.
story. Well,
Did
Elena
somebody
is actually
just
coming to it.
surpass 80,000 words in the Cowboy Book?
Yes, I passed 80,000 words over Easter week. Even though I was with family, I hit the word count every day, so that was good. I'm in scene 50 out of 55. And just,
You're so close.
You were so
I feel
close.
like I'm running out of, protein bars on my way to Mount Everest or something. It's just,
You got this.
You got this.
You're
You're
gonna-
I
almost
just
at
want
the summit.
to lay
Wait.
down and die.
You could literally finish it this weekend during the big thing this weekend.
Ooh, that is a big word for Elmo.
I know, but sometimes you just this close to the end. Sometimes you just hit a stride. In my experience, you sometimes
Yeah.
just hit a stride.
That's
and
what
you're
you said when I broke into Act 2 too, and that was like pulling teeth all the way.
like, okay.
They can't all be strides.
That's fair. That's why I said sometimes you hit a stride. Sometimes you hit a stride.
Sometimes good, sometimes maybe shit.
I don't have
Um,
protein bars, but I do have chocolate covered macadamias from Hawaii. If you would like
Ooh,
some.
that sounds delicious.
That sounds
I was getting my
delicious
neighbor's
and
mail
is
because they were vacationing over there. and they brought them
entirely
back.
unhelpful to me, Laura, because I'm literally an ocean away. But I love this
Yeah.
show for you.
An ocean
let's
and
say
a
hello-
continent.
An ocean and a continent. Can we
Yeah.
go the other way? What's there? Russia. Pass.
More continents.
More continents.
Like 2 of the biggest land masses in the world and the biggest ocean in the world.
Between us, Laura. So those macadamia nuts, they ain't seen the inside of my belly, but I appreciate the sentiment.
So
We're gonna say hello to some friends. Hello. Grayson was streaming earlier. And that's a fact.
Yep.
Miley is here. Hello.
A
And
wizard.
Jessica is here. A wizard is never late or early. She arrives precisely when she means to. Hello from Florida, USA. Keiko is here. Ash is here. Gonna write fanfic today. Had a shitty day at work. I love that you're writing fanfic. Just getting words down, even if you had a shitty day, is a good thing. So, good job. Malin is here, going on their hot girl stomp or walk in the first sprint. I haven't done one today. Yeah, Malin don't stomp, she walks. Anna is here. Hello. Elena is here. Such a good intro. Thank you to Katie who made that. I'm sad the day I'm going to have to make Katie make
Switch to a
another
new
intro for
one.
me because I'm
Yeah.
switching a project. Which is going to
that
be
was
like
that's
if
a
I.
good use. So
It's gotten some mileage, I'd say, out of it. Like, thank God I'm a slow writer because that's basically paid for itself and it was free. So. What's that? What's that thing you say, Katie? I'll tell you this for free.
I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah.
I'll make you another one for free. I'll tell you that for free.
And the next book is going to be like a Viking vampire story. So,
Ooh.
that could be an exciting time or two.
I can start brainstorming.
Yeah, let it percolate. Becca is here. Hello. Congratulations, Laura. Some commotion for Laura, as there should be. Happy Tuesday, Heather. That is so cool. Laura is on a roll and she is unstoppable force. Love it. Can't wait to hear more of these poems, Laura. I'm very excited for this poetry collection.
I sent some of them to my siblings, and I made my sister cry.
That means it's a good one.
Yeah.
Miley says, "Oh my God, I forgot the weekend is an adventure. I'm so excited. Buckle up, B." Hello everybody. Damn, that is fancy.
Kombucha on tap.
Oh, kombucha on tap is fancy. Rhubarb kombucha, was that it?
No,
Raspberry?
prickly pear.
Prickly pear. Oh, that's you and me, Wallace. A prickly pear.
Oh.
Are we?
I think that's a good thing, but I mean, it's delicious. So, wouldn't you like to live deliciously?
Mm.
Whatever the devil
Are
said.
you calling yourself a devil, or am I the devil here? I mean, because
Ooh,
I'm
not
the
to brag, but I
cross-dressing.
think I'm Anya Taylor-Joy in this scenario. I'm gonna be so for real.
Yeah, because we've like canonically, I am the Crossroads demon, which is like
Canonically, you are Black Bill. Is that what they call him in the movie?
no, I will not be the goat. I will be the witch in the woods. That lady. I'll be that.
Okay,
The
that lady.
bitch.
The bitch.
The bitch.
I'm sorry, the
Wallace, the
bitch.
bitch.
Wallace.
The bitch.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness.
moving on from this deep cut. Becca is here. Hello. Ooh, I have a reusable bag that folds back into a lemon. I'll tell you what, bags in Norway are now 5 cents. No, 10 cents. So I've started using
wow.
reusable bags too. And I'll tell you that for free. What? Kitty and Buffalo Chicken? Who would have guessed? I'm sorry, it's turning into an ironic thing that's going to merge into an unironic thing. And I apologize for the person I'm about to become for the next 2 months. That's awesome. Thank you. 50 out of 55. Keiko said, also did my own little challenge thing with Trackbear, 100 days of Project Dying Gods, because that has been eating up my brain since the final of Wheel of Time Season 3. I need to get on top of Wheel of Time. Oh, it's all pulling teeth, is the thing. Yeah.
No.
But we're doing it, Anna. We're pulling every tooth in our goddamn mouths if it's going to kill us. So stay on
Sounds
task.
like my mother, who's gonna have
Here
no
is-
teeth by the end.
Harrisburg
I'm glad I
is
got my
gonna-
dad's teeth.
Okay, read for Mrs. Laura.
Mrs. Nettles.
Mrs. Nettles trying to stop listening to the news and get into creative mode instead. Ooh, we're about to dive into our first sprint of the day, so that might be, well, Viking Vampire Story, indeed.
That sounds awesome.
That
So
is the only
excited.
concept I have of the story. It's going to be a... Who's that guy with the nut bolts in his neck that was made by the doctor in the tower?
Frankenstein?
Frankenstein?
How did I forget that? Yes, it's going to be a Frankenstein situation of 2 previous stories.
It's like, I
Oh,
don't
anyway.
know a Viking with bolts in his neck. I was like, oh wait, no.
No, he could be. I don't know his nationality. Could be multiple nationalities.
He's yeah, I'm actually most likely probably like
Romanian.
a marginalized person because Victor's like stole all the body parts. So like he probably wasn't, and he was grave robbing, but like you're not gonna grave rob a mausoleum. Anyway, I thought too much about this.
I can tell.
Yeah.
We're gonna do 30 minutes to begin with. We're gonna maybe share some lines if we're so inclined at the end of the sprint when we come back. So you better write some words and share. 30 minutes on the clock starting now, and I'll see you at the other side. Let the serenity wash over you. Let's. Oh no! Don't talk back to me, laptop, please. There you go. Laura Nettles. How did she do?
250 words added to this draft so far.
Slay. Do you want to share a line? I know you want to share a line, so why am I asking? Please share a line, Laura.
Let's see. So this flash fiction is bookended. So the first bookend is moth wings beat with a tricky pattern, fluttering the veil of chaos. The soft ripples expanded, rising to consume humanity, starting with Ezekiel Tepes, the magical dust of the stirring wings falling upon his eyes and mind, inspiring.
I hate moths, but great opening.
The moth is a god of chaos, so in this
Naturally.
of
As it
naturals.
does.
Duh.
Miss Katya.
I did okay. I finished my lunch and then I'm starting to do a little cleanup. I took all the trash out. I put in a load of laundry, opened my document again, looked at it, put on some lip stain so I don't look like completely dead on camera.
Okay.
But
Not to objectify you, but the nails are giving.
thank you.
Ooh.
I love that.
Those are a nice length.
Yeah, those are
Thank
good.
you.
That is like
the
the perfect length for you.
This is the set. I've had it on for almost a week. It'll be a week tomorrow.
been
This is
green
my
as
Easter nails. Oh yeah.
Oh,
They're not quite claw somebody's eye out, but they're like,
they're fierce.
yes.
They're like, I would give you scratches on your back if we
Yeah.
were, that kind of their sensual length. Anyway,
My
Yeah.
goodness, Catherine.
I told you I have nothing up here, so
Oh.
who knows what might come out of my mouth. I said it earlier, and this is it. Yeah, I'm trying to think because my natural nails are getting long again. So I'm like trying to think if I should take a break from the press-ons and like wear my natural nails out. But
Mm.
I think I'll do one more set of press-ons, like another week, and then reevaluate that.
Does it weaken your nails? I know it can discolor them, but does it weaken your nail?
It doesn't weaken, but taking them off can damage your nails. So like, just giving your nails a break. I usually also put on like a nourishing stuff when I do my regular nails. Like when I paint my regular nails, put on nourishing like polish. And I haven't been able to do that.
Undercoat.
So I'm like, yeah, I fear they're not
Nourished.
healthiest. They're not nourished. They don't feel nourished to me. But I haven't used my cuticle oil, so maybe they are nourished. I don't know. I don't know anything,
You look
man.
great though. That is such a good length.
I feel so me with them on. Like that sounds crazy, but like I really do feel like myself.
Oh, I love that for you.
So
I love that for you too.
Yeah.
And Kitty, you look beautiful with or without the makeup.
thank you.
You're
I just-
beautiful. Beautiful green though. Love the style. Oh, the almond is just the right amount of almond for you.
Yeah.
Ms.
Mo?
Okay, do you want to share a line? Or did you stare at your
Oh,
document?
I did write a little bit this morning at Grayson's stream, so I'll share something I wrote from there.
Yes, please.
Let's see. Okay. Octavia leans her elbows on the table, the soft breeze caressing her face. At a lull in Leo and Ariel's conversation, she begins to smile. I have a proposal. Another? Ariel asks with a smirk. I want us to play a game, she says. She sees Leo narrow his eyes at her from her periphery. 20 questions. Oh, come on, Tabby. That's so juvenile. Leo rolls his eyes. Hey, we did it on our first date. She snaps without heat. She knows he'll give it in play. Even though sometimes she likes to play it off like she isn't as much of a game fiend as Claudia, she finds them a great way to get to know somebody, how they think, how they strategize, how they answer questions, and how they ask questions. And she is excellent at 20 questions. Leo found that out the hard way. She's incredible at deflecting, and also great at asking questions that toe the line. It'll help us get to know each other, Octavia adds.
Wait, but
Such a menace.
am I confused? There is 20 questions, not the like item, place, or thing game. How would that help you get to know somebody?
Oh. I know 20 questions is like, or no, maybe that's not, yeah. I don't know what to call it, but it's like you ask questions of somebody and they have to answer.
Oh, to me, 20 questions is like, okay, I'm thinking of like something.
Yeah,
I'm
That's
thinking
also
of as
what
a
I know
ring
it
light,
as.
and you have to use, you have 20 questions to whittle
Oh.
down the fact that I'm thinking of a ring light.
Yeah, that's also
Well, that's not
I
what it
know
is,
as.
but I don't know what to call it. I don't know
Oh,
what the game I'm thinking of is.
I don't know either. Like
That's a problem for a future draft.
truth or dare. I guess.
But it's not truth. It's not truth or dare because there's no dare.
I think it's just called a conversation.
But it's like,
Not helpful.
I mean, yes, but it's like you're specifically asking questions that are like hard questions, like deeper questions.
It's like
what
the
you would
it's
not
like
ask
the
a normal thing.
questions that immediately fall in love questions.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that's basically. Yes, basically, is
Okay.
that's what it is.
Just
But
call
I'm
it a
not.
question game or something.
Mullen is with me. Thank you, Mullen.
They called in another Cinderella story, and that's clearly the gospel. So,
Fair.
Thank you, Mullen.
that's so funny. Great line. Thank you for sharing, Ms. Halfway to Halloween Town. No.
Yeah, so this is a fun thing for me is that when I finish my task, so people on screen can see, I've been erasing the current task and then putting up the new task that I started. So I started the sprint working on the emergency for my big girl job. I did major review of certain documents, did a kind of financial reconciliation of it, and then emailed
Do you
someone.
want to share a line?
No, because unfortunately I feel like that would be a privacy violation.
Breach of contract.
But I basically was like, the numbers you sent me, there are some major inconsistencies, and I need you to account for that.
You have such a big girl job. I'm just.
I know. And then once that email was sent off, I was just feeling too agitated from that confrontational energy to write in my story. So I realized that next week, April 30th and May 1st, or April 31st, I forget, is Halfway to Halloween / Beltane. And I thought that would be kind of a great moment for me to kind of re-ramp up the marketing on my Instagram for Adazim, especially with the paperback coming out in the summertime. So I went onto Canva and
coming out.
I know. And so I went onto Canva and I looked for inspiration. I also looked for inspiration on Pinterest and on Instagram. And also I'm just going to warn you guys that somebody does have this room booked at the top of the hour, so I have to leave now. Basically, I have to get all my stuff set up. And
I have an idea for you. I'll send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
For half an hour.
And yeah, tomorrow. So overall, how has the quality been?
10 out of 10.
Have you been hearing the conversation that's been happening in the other room?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so then yeah, that means if people are okay with it, then I can run this stream tomorrow because I have this room booked for like a 3-hour chunk tomorrow, and we can do a Sprints and Shop Talk, which we haven't done in quite some time.
And nothing would delight me more in this universe than doing Sprints and Shop Talk. And I will answer any and all questions you want answered.
All right, well, I've got 60 seconds to GTFO, so I'm gonna go.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
So I don't know if you guys know, but for Halfway to Halloween, there's this couple in Sleepy Hollow, New York. They will carve watermelons for Halfway to Halloween.
That's cute.
So if you want to get a watermelon and carve into it, that could be fun to do a photo shoot of.
Ooh, I love that.
Wallace does love to be extra, so it would be very fitting.
I think she likes watermelon too. So
it looks really cool because it's red inside with the candle.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Okay, and I also did some roting, sure.
Yes.
I've opened a new scene, and this is like the last scene before the final battle. So I'm just like, I'm trying to close as many like brackets as I can in this fucking book. We're just hitting like emotional beat after emotional beat, and I'm just like, ugh, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I just want to kill some stuff again, but you know.
You keep digging.
Yeah, it's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad.
But yeah, it's coming together in somewhat of a book shape, ? I don't know. So I think this is doable. I will have to literally, human sacrifice to some Mayan god to complete this over the course of the weekend. But I am confident I'll be done by the end of the first weekend in May, because I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, which means I can hunker down. So, Katie, if you want to do another event, but
I mean, your girl also needs to finish her book because her book's due on May 10th.
That's the day before my birthday.
Oh my gosh!
When's your birthday? April 4th?
May 11th?
April 4th? That's not yet.
May 11th?
Yeah, May 11th.
Oh.
The day my mother will be at Disneyland Paris without me.
Wow, treachery.
I know.
Awful. What the fuck?
Due on May 10th?
That was
Gaze,
my due date.
stop panicking, Gaze. Stop panicking, Gaze. You're gonna make me panic.
And a line to share. Um, they were arriving at the scene of the final battle, basically. Cassidy pulled his horse to a stop and stared ahead of the wall of mist. It didn't shift or swirl. It just waited. Stuke set her horse in next to him, and he couldn't help but notice the star badge pinned to her jacket as it glinted in the dull rays of the midday sun. He smiled. And that's it. I'm so sad I'm traveling this weekend. You can cancel plans, Anna. Nothing is set in stone. Except the Rosetta Stone, I guess. I'm not panicking. I'm excited.
I'm glad.
May the fourth be with you.
Yeah.
It's so close to June. I gotta convince my local bookshop to get back Anna compliments, or I cry. Just make a scene. Cause a ruckus.
Cause some chaos.
Yeah.
Kill somebody.
Don't kill someone,
Don't do
please.
that. Don't
Just
do
hold the
that.
bookstore hostage.
You both get this book
also,
in.
people, if you want to share lines, I will receive them with joy in my heart and a spring to my steps. Let's see. Cool Gamer joined us. Hello, hello. And Jody Jean Daniels said, working on the rebrand and relaunch. Phew, lots of work. I can only imagine, but I'm confident you'll be able to do it.
Got this.
Anna did more work tasks. Miley did some plotting for a new story idea that arose just in time for me to get distracted from my book.
No.
Isn't that always the case?
It is.
Hi, I will no longer be writing the fanfic, but I did make Mr. King insanely hot with every detail from the book incorporated for good measure. What book is this? Stephen King?
Phantasm.
Oh.
The
Made
King
his
Below.
decaying cheek a scar. His raven hair now has white blonde streaks because he's old and is hot, and gave him a Welsh accent because of his origin story. Also, him and Merlin do not like each other at all, but he also wants to pet that cat so badly. You need character conflict, guys. You need character conflict.
There you go.
And this is the best kind of conflict. Grumpy Sunshine, pet owner, yes, please. I like 450 words, not bad considering how tired I am. Well done, Neon Moon. Wendy joined us. Hello, hello, hello. Marlon did some design bits and bobs and then had their hot girl walk. And I can tell you guys, my theme song for Project Alien when I power walk is for sure Up From the Bottom by Linkin Park. Ooh,
I love some Linkin
Blast
Park.
from the Past.
Wow. I like, yeah, for a futuristic alien book. You gotta
I
love
love that.
early 2000s. You know.
Me wondering how nails are objectification, but then I remember the patriarchy exists. Why do women want long nails? To be hot for the men's.
Yeah, because I definitely did this for men.
I mean, not you specifically, but like as a concept.
As a
beautifying
concept,
the-
yes.
As beautifying the settlement is very much,
And then you have that really cool nail polish that'll change color if your drink is spiked. Like a
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But to see, make sure you didn't get roofied while you like just sat there at the bar minding your own business.
But that puts you at a. Or does it change back when you dip it out of the drink?
I think it changes back. I'm not sure.
Because in that case,
Oh.
you're like limited to only 10 drinks, which I feel like is not enough for a night out.
Well, I feel like if I get roofied once, I'm not staying at the bar.
Oh,
Just to be clear, like maybe that's me, but like any of my fingers turn, I'm like, peace out, see you later, goodbye.
I mean, but what if you get to, like, what if you've had no roofied drinks so far, and then you get to drink 11, and you're like, well,
Well, they wouldn't have been used up.
Change.
'cause they
oh,
haven't
I
turned.
guess, yeah.
It wouldn't change color. Yeah.
And I guess if you hit like 10 roofied drinks in a night, it's time to pack it up anyway.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just being a promising young woman, and you know what? I can get behind that. Kill the man.
Yes, but also don't want the prelude to promising young women.
Yeah. No, I don't want that either. I don't want
Um,
any of it. I don't want any of it.
Yeah. I got my food and coffee that's printed. Open my document. I have a blog post to work on.
Oh, exciting.
Best of luck, JC. Beautiful green though. Yes, very alphaba.
We're holding
Becca
safe.
got a good chunk of editing for the screenplay done. Keiko got 60 words to get back into the chapter that I wanted to write. Forgot it was the big arena fight. No wonder I didn't write for a while. Today drained me.
Oh,
My beloved Octavia. You know what? 20 question is a great way to get to know someone. Author Jessica finished writing a blog post, made a visual for it, and then now I'm posting it. I also made a post on Insta for the cover reveal of The Shadow Rises.
ooh, I don't know that book. Well, I guess I
Uh,
can look at your Instagram.
just call it the question game or something, and then have Ariel be like, "What the fuck is a question game?"
Yeah, I'll
Um,
do that.
Also, I made a whip blog, which I will say is mighty cute with forest green aesthetic. I love that.
Drop the link.
I always forget Chad is a real name and not like the essence of a douche made manifest. That's so me of you. No, but you're a little echoey. Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Bye, Wallace. Let's fucking go, Sprints and Shop Talk. I don't know why that never occurred to me before.
The watermelon carving.
Oh, right. It's so close to June. I gotta come use my local bookshop. You ask for the most timid motherfucker to cause chaos for what? A book? Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Is the conflict not enough that he wants to trap her in the underworld forever, that she has to give herself over to him without her knowledge? No. I also need him to fight with a cat. I'm sorry. It's one of the new songs because Linkin Park is back and it's giving nostalgia. Ooh, okay.
Didn't their lead singer commit suicide?
I was about to say, did he not pass on to...
Like over a decade ago.
I was like, I feel
But I think they got a new lead singer.
okay. I mean, that's fair.
My brain is saying it's a woman, but I'm not sure. I might be
Oh.
completely crazy.
I would be more interested if it was. So let's hope you're right.
Also, I need y'all to know I did not give him any name because I just cannot picture him having one, and Hecate is not trusting of him at all, but he tells her almost everything she wants to know. I'm too sus to, like, if you give me a compliment, I'm like, what do you want? What is your intentions? What is
It is
the...
that. You need to
Name is
unpack
Emily
it.
Armstrong.
I mean, yes,
Oh.
sure, but also it keeps me young. Malin says, if it's drink 11, I'd wonder if I'd been roofied if I just passed out. Yeah, that bar is a bad juju, but I'm not writing this fanfic. It feels wrong.
But why does it feel wrong? Write it. You must write it.
The
League of
Lul
Legends?
cinematic song. Yes, that is League of Legends. I was just like, what cinematic song? They got a new one. It's a woman. Oh no, a lady singer?
Crazy.
Yes.
Unheard of.
What a concept. Chanteuse. Yes, it's a woman and fans are loving her on YouTube where comments are less toxic than TikTok. Yes. I mean, I loved, not me, Blaze loved Linkin Park back in the day. So, you know,
Mm.
just to say we can't tune into this. Because it's Wallace's work and I parasocially know her. Give it another 75 years and we'll be in the common domain phase. So, you know, you'll be good.
I mean, you do parasocially know her, but also this is a whole thing for her. It's for her.
Yeah, it's all for you, Damien. Yeah, the cinematic song for the LoL World Champion Final Tiny. It has the arcade animation style. I do like the arcade animation style. Never watched Arcane, but it is on my list.
Evanescence
Bye-bye.
just did the new opening song for Devil May Cry.
Wow.
Amy Lee!
We really are in a
Uh.
recession. Damn.
Where the hell you been, Loka?
That's it. God.
They brought back Devil May Cry and they brought back Evanescence for it.
Oh, I wrote by morons. I didn't wrote.
Oh.
I read by morons, but it says by
Bye,
moon.
Moon.
Feels like taking someone's dolls and being like, that's not how I do it. You all are great hype people, and this scares me. Wake me up
Wake me up,
inside.
Wake me up inside.
Oh, what a banger. That's my go-to karaoke song. So
Oh my God, we need to do karaoke at some point, Steve. We need to go to karaoke together.
but I'm not good.
I'm
the
not
problem.
either, but it's the fun. Because mine is Dancing Queen by ABBA. That's my go-to karaoke song.
Oh,
I
I
grew up
paid
on
money just
ABBA.
using Dancing Queen.
Well, then we should
Yes.
go.
I remember having a soul setting, trend setting, jet setting experience when she did which song did she do with her ex? I forget his name. He was from some band. Oh my god, what is it called?
Was it
Broken?
Broken.
Oh, that changed my DNA
I
when I
love that
was
song.
a young teenager. Or
When
an
you were a
elder
young boy?
teenager, in fact. Recession is happening in real time, babes. We just need Bayonettas to make a return. I miss my witch.
She did it
Yes.
with Seether.
Broken. Seether is the bad.
Seether.
Yeah. What a song, what a music video. And also, who's that? Within Temptation. Oh my god, did I gobble that up? Did I gobble that up? Speaking of gobbling up, we're gonna go into a new sprint. We're gonna do 45 minutes, question mark? Is that too much?
No, that sounds good to me.
We can be greedy.
We can be greedy. Yes,
Actually, gonna write
China
this one.
Nano. Absolutely. Oh, now I want to listen to some Within Temptation. Anyway,
Got 45 minutes too.
I got 45 minutes, but I also got a book to write, so we'll see. As usual, I'm gonna do the little fizz pop at the beginning. I'm putting Mel into this recession, so you're welcome.
You
Mel.
are.
These timers have gotten some legs to walk on, and I'm so happy. I'm so delighted, in
boots.
fact.
You should like the timer.
Oh,
Wow. Fake fan.
fake fan.
Fake fan.
I'll also go in through all my like 3 burner accounts and like it, Malin. Don't you worry.
And he's frozen.
Yeah, that on a great freeze frame.
My entire screen went black.
Oh no, do you want me to pull up a timer? I can do it.
Your
How will
voice
that
is
help
back,
me?
But your video is frozen.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
just
see nothing.
remembered we're not on the trouble channel. Damn it, because if we were on the trouble
Yeah.
channel, I could do it.
That will do nothing, Katie. In fact,
Well, you should have hosted on the trouble channel. I'm kidding. You didn't have to do that, but we can hear you still at least.
We can see the timer. If you can just feel your way to the play button.
You might be gone.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, have you tried turning it off and back on again? Have fun on the walk, Miley, with the baby.
Oh.
Baby time.
Oh my gosh. My sister sent me pictures. So her kids are like 6, 4, and 2. And so the 4-year-old loves to wear blankets over her shoulders and then
Like
run
a kid?
around. But
my
they'll
God.
fall off. So my sister has sewn these ribbons. So she'll tie the ribbons on. So it's like a blanket cloak and she'll run around with this pumpkin blanket. And it's
That's
so
so cute.
stinking cute.
Marcus.
I love that. Hello.
Hello, this is camera 2.
There's some small technical difficulties.
My entire computer went out. There's something wrong with my graphic card. So if I talk a little too loud, it upsets the computer and she turns off. So we'll see.
Wow, that's so rude of her. She's trying to silence gay people. What the fuck?
I think she might just be terminally ill. So
Oh, so does that enable us to me to say that?
I don't know about that, but it's very rude. Let's see if I can scare my also.
Do you want me to share my screen with the
terminally ill
timer?
MacBook. No, I got this. Let's see. 1 hour timer. I just need to percolate. Percolate? That's not the word. What am I saying? Z present. Share screen. The timer might be swapped during the sprint, so if you see something odd, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You should be looking at your document, not the screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what is happening with the setup? There you go. There you go.
goodbye to me and Lara. Oh,
I
Oh.
hope-
oh.
oh,
This is so nuts. There
I
we
hate
go.
it.
We're back.
Enjoy the frizz.
You sure you don't want me to do?
I got this.
Okay, you're a strong, independent man. You got this.
Rage against the machine.
Yeah. Well, it also happens to be that my MacBook is terminally ill, so it's taken a hot minute
Wow.
to swap Windows.
Whew.
Yeah.
Struggle
Anyway.
lesson.
We're gonna try our best.
Delicious.
Recently, we saw these basket weave textures on a
Not the basket weave textures.
My sweet companions. No. My delighted co-hosts. Sure, let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
Let's go with that one. How did y'all do?
Good. I did the edits, and now I'm doing a read through, making sure I didn't spell words like other words and missed a word here or there.
I am capital A offender in terms of leaving the first letter of a word at the back end of the previous word. So especially with the like THE, for some reason I just can't get the space between the first word and the T. So it's always like, the birds and Hebby, and
Yeah.
it doesn't catch that because he HE. That's how you spell that word. It's a word. So I'm like reading something and I'm like, what the fuck am I trying to say?
It's difficult because my E key only works like the 10th time I hit it. Like,
Oh,
That would drive me nuts,
Rip.
Laura.
yeah,
I can
so
do that.
sometimes I actually sit at my desk with my plug-in keyboard. But yeah.
I'm about to say that position does not look very ergonomical, Laura.
It's not, but there's a puppy.
puppy. baby
You cannot
boy.
distract me with puppies, no matter how cute he is.
You can
You're
distract
back.
me, puppy.
You're on drugs, Katie. You don't get it. You don't get a say in it. Yeah. Do you want to share a line?
Sure. Let's see. I'll read you the prophecy poem that I wrote that's in it.
Sure.
Prophecy.
So the wizard guy has eroded it into the wall above the bed of the king.
That's
You
hot.
take your lovers and spill your wine, but tonight your clock runs out of time. Secrets hoarded and secrets bought will all be revealed and bring you to naught.
Ooh, menacing.
Yeah.
It's just a guy, though. Hit him with a car. Kitty Ann, how did you do, Ms. Ann?
And she's frozen.
Oh, no. Well, I'm almost at my wit's end with today's words.
no.
I'm at 210, so I got 120 left, so I can wrap those up. Sometime, probably during the evening. And my line is... Behind them, the wind died. Even the horses stopped snorting. The mists didn't move, but a prickle on his neck made him believe something in it listened.
Ooh.
Very nice.
That's what I did, Ms.
You're
Ann.
back, Katie.
I am. My computer was dying, so I had to plug it in, and then my whole computer was like, "Let's freeze." You thought, bitch. Anyway,
Very Devasia coded of you.
very honestly, I'm up to 531 words written today, and I would have gotten more. However, I got an email that was quite. It's exciting, but also slightly distressing. I don't think I can say exactly what it is, but I'm gonna have to read 9 books in a month.
Woo.
Oh. Does the one of... Okay. Busy.
Anyway,
top of- Writing. Yeah. Katie, which month?
This one.
I love how you're like, I gotta get 4,000 words each day to hit my goals. But I'm also gonna read 9 books.
Well, that's what's interesting. Anyway, I have to think about it. But I was like, is this even like the ask? Basically, if anyone has any tennis books that they've read, that they've enjoyed, that they think that I might, just a tennis book, tennis fiction book. If anyone has any of that, please let me know. But I did find 9 tennis books. So there are 9 for me to read.
There's this great one coming out June 10th. I don't know if you heard about it, but she's called Back on
I
Confidence.
haven't. No, I have no
think-
idea what you're talking
I
about.
think
Tell
you'd
me
be
more
into
about
that.
her.
I think
Tell me
you'd be
more
into
about
that.
it.
I mean, it's just a little thing she threw together, the author. You know, came to her in a fever dream, high in the night.
It sure did. She's crying in the back of the car now.
And she's not even drunk. She's just drunk.
She's just drugged. Yeah. One tennis book to rule them all.
Yes.
And in the darkness, bind them.
You should get a translation version into the language of Mordor.
Oh my god.
They are
that'd be
plotting
iconic.
against you and for you at the same time. They being the powers that be, of course.
Yes. Because what am I going to say? No? Like, I am doing this. Anyway, so. But I found the books that I could read. And I think I could get away with 8 because there is another tennis book. I read 2 tennis books total in my entire life, besides my own. Because there's not that many, honestly. And the one book that I could put on there is an arc that doesn't come out till August. So I can't even put that on the list because it was an arc and it's not going to be out when this thing comes out. So I'm like, I could put her first book on, but I haven't read her first book, even though it is also tennis themed. But I'm like, I could probably shortcut it and be like, I know her writing style is good.
I can't go into any questions I have for legal reasons, but
Yeah, keep them backstage.
I'm pinning it.
Put a pin in it.
Do you want to share a
Gaze, that
line?
is- I would love to share a line, but I would like to say to Gaze, that's the one I have read. That is already on the list. So I don't have to read that one.
And
Thank God.
Curious how
It
it's being
is.
made into a movie, isn't it?
It is indeed.
What an apt time to release a tennis book, Katie. I'm just gonna say.
I know. Isn't it crazy? Okay. Let me read you a line. Okay. Sorry, what is the question game? Ariel asks, tilting his head and looking between them. It's a game the Ricci sisters invented on a long car ride once. Ask a deep or uncomfortable question and you have to answer. If you don't, you're out and you have to do someone else's chores or something, Leo explains. And then I have the part that I've already read about Octavia. I moved it down. Except we've nixed the tapping out part. This is just to help us get to know each other, Octavia adds. She shifts her gaze to Ariel. His brow is furrowed, calculations whirring behind his eyes. Ariel hesitates, gaze flicking between the two of them. What are the rules? And do we get any questions that are off limits? Everyone is allowed a one no-touch topic, Leo says with a sigh. And it has to be specific. You can't just say relationships or tennis. It has to be niche. Octavia glances at Leo. She came up with this rule originally because the game really isn't made for 2 people. They couldn't just tap out or else the game would have ended uneventfully. Leo had asked to have no questions involving his family. And then there's like a little italic, her thinking back to the past. That's too broad, Leonardo Montalbani. How am I meant to know anything about you if you cut off that line of questioning? They'll be my family eventually anyway.
Nice.
And there you have it. Now you know.
There you go. Now you know. I've switched it around, so now people will understand what the game is.
Now
game.
people will understand. Let's see what our friends did. Oh my god, people talk.
Simplistic, you say.
Oh my god. I'm gonna cry, Gaze. That's so funny.
Not to be pedantic, but you don't crack glow sticks open.
You do
And
when
if
you
you
want
do,
to
you're
paint
doing
with
it
them.
wrong. When you want to eat with them?
Paint.
Oh.
When you do body paint with them. It's probably not healthy.
Let's see. Grayson finished prepping the video, finished Dark and Drowning Tide, and started downloading Baldur's Gate and out. Ugh.
Ooh. I love.
Made an 8 dinner, then wrote 17 words by reading myself and correcting a scene where one of the characters' reactions wasn't consistent with the next scene. Consistency in chapters, scenes, not me. Couldn't be me. Oh darn, I just realized that my favorite conversation simply can't go in the rewrites of the scene I'm doing. Kill your darlings. Make a beautiful mausoleum of them. With great annoyance and great regret, I let the stranger inside. Okay. He'd calmly pointed out my loss of hospitality, and I was wonderfully unprepared for rebuttal, so I did the only natural thing and stepped aside. Looking at him closer, there's an even worse pit in my stomach, because although every hair on my body raced when he walked past me, I couldn't help but to notice him smiling too. Smiling at me. Is this fanfic that you weren't going to write?
I think it is.
I think it is too. Miley made it to the park and baby ran with the girl who knocked him down last time we were here. Ah, childhood. Crystal is here. Hello, hello, hello. Also, Morgan is here. Hello, hello, hello. There was some conversation. I could not get this to work. I'm so sorry. And I also did not Google it because I don't have that in me. Finished 3 chapters worth of notes for book 1 edits and started to play WoW. This is when you dig into the book. The e-not working is one of the worst. That was a lunch sprint for me, says author Jessica Berry. So I didn't actually get back to my doc until the last 5 minutes. 340 words for Keiko, which are exactly 400 words for the day, and I figured out the arena fight in bullet points. Sounds epic. I only need to do the magic called writing.
Yeah, that part.
It's like one after the other. Laura Freeze next. Laura had some like found footage flickering on her screen at the beginning of the stream, but it's gone. But,
Thank
It's my
God.
camera. I don't know why it does that. It's in the laptop. It's not even a separate external one.
change back, he demanded, focusing solely on Lazar. His insistence was met with a visible cringe. I can't, the other confessed. What do you mean you can't? You've been parading as a human this entire time. Why can you now not do that? He hissed, grabbing Lazar's wrist and trying to drag him deeper into the park's shadows. Because I'm... Lazar started, shaking his free hand as he moved. His what? Moved it up and down, his non-person. What does this mean? Yeah. What does it mean, Jessica? Colin.
I am intrigued.
I did all my calls. I had to reschedule one of my annual appointments because I realized it was when I'd be in Scotland. Lol.
Woo!
Doctor's appointment. I am locked and loaded for that.
I'm so ready. Oh, that's what I wanted to do.
Malin says, I nod at the human owner who barely acknowledges me, wincing over his barista bot and what looks like a failed latte art, and I make my way to the booth.
Not the failed latte art.
I love the voice of the main character in Alien Project.
We'll dive
Contest
into this.
judge!
No, nothing that cool. Nothing that cool. But
That
something
was a
pretty cool.
valid reply. This month, that's almost over. 9, damn. And 9? That is also one of the 2 tennis books. Well, I guess I know 3 tennis books now. But you just recommend all your unwritten shit.
Here are 9 tennis books that may come out in the next 9 years.
Have you we can talk about this. Octavia is such a beautiful soul. I want her to crack me open like a glow stick. We already touched on this. Match Point by Katharina Riley. Breakpoint by Yahari St. John. 40 Love by Oliver Dade. These are from Google.
Those are on my list, but thank you.
Love that line, Katie.
Thank you.
She could crack me open to paint with my insides anytime.
She would do so.
Shut up, Steve. I'm literally just romance right at my heart. I have to go to the dentist now, to Lou Wendy. Just finished Lizelle's new video about character voice because your girl needs some help. Elena, same. I'm literally halfway through it before the stream, and I'm like, I'm putting a pin in you because I need this. And I do think Lizelle is very good with character voice. To be fair, I've been working on edit stuff since 8 a.m. today, trying to give myself an 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. work week. I think I'm allowed to play WoW. Criminal offense. Bombastic side-eye. Look at who I'm writing about. Oh, they're gonna bone in the woods, aren't they?
They sure
Hey,
are.
latte art bot, I will love you forever. I feel bad about it, says Malin. Can I succeed in latte art later in the book, please? Yeah, give the throwaway latte bot a character arc, please.
Like in the
poor
epilogue.
barista's brain gets uploaded into it.
Yeah. You're not watchers for you? Yes, I'll make them go back to the same cafe. I'll be doing the best latte art. I love it. I love when you have a scene and you need something. And just wait a minute. I have you. And then you can pick something from 50,000 words ago. And you're like, you go here too.
You're coming home with me.
Yeah. I have this character who was supposed to be like a throwaway goon of the villain. And she just keeps coming back every time I need some villainous presence. I'm like, yep, you're coming back, and I keep also killing her, and then she's coming back. So I don't know. I keep leaving it sort of ominous if she dies or not, and then I bring her back. So, and in this upcoming scene, I also bring her back. So that's like 3 times. So that's like a literary theme. Like 3 times, that's an Easter egg. And I think that's just like
A proper
so fun.
side character now.
She has no name. She has no story. She only exists as a faceless henchwoman.
Henchman
and she
number
do it-
one.
She do it so flawlessly. Keep raising the bar for henchwomen everywhere. Um,
Love henchwomen.
yeah. And then the idea that one day readers will notice and it will be like, Easter egg. I love you, goon woman. Immediate jail. Immediate jail. Wait, that came out wrong. Most certainly did.
I think it came out just right, guys.
And Stieg is frozen.
Give me
Oh
a
no,
TV.
not a. Oh, hello. Yes, you're not moving, but we can hear you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hi. There you are. Oh,
New
even
freeze
better.
frame.
New freeze frame.
Nothing is working now. Beautiful, gorgeous.
Yeah, it wasn't his turn, Malin, but it happened anyway.
I was being very considerate and gave up my turn for somebody else.
You did. Wow. Gorgina, he looks so terrified at that freeze frame. Crickets. Oh no. Hi Tia. How you doing, Tia? How did your food scene go? Eyeball emoji at you. Yeah. Stieg bullied Gaze and then got immediately struck down by the StreamYard gods, or by his computers, by the computer gods. And of course, we're not on the Trouble channel, so I can't control anything. Like,
Right.
ah.
Booted from his own home.
Hello, it's camera 2 again.
Hi.
Hi, camera 2. We missed you.
I don't know why my computer is, as I said, she's on death's door. She's got one plug in hell. Let's speak. What is any tongue that rises against me shall fall. Oh, not Seek, but the internet. I was gonna do one more sprint, but I think I'm just gonna pull the plug because this struggle bus is
Okay.
breaking down. So we're gonna go
It's
through some
broken
comments. Yeah, we're missing 2 wheels at this point and a front door. A supernatural of you, Steve. Oh no, it wasn't his turn. A girl is bullied for her earnestness on the daily, for her love and whimsy. Oh, I'm so late. Yes, I'm so sorry, Tia, but I believe in you. Georgina, for kids. I'm still not done. I don't know what I'm doing. 2 of us, Tia. 2 of us. Pastime. Describe your current whip in 3 food items. This is going to be our signing off. Laura, what's your current whip in 3 food items?
My fantasy flash fiction would be Pop Rocks and I don't know. Pheasant and long pork.
Okay, serve, I guess. Katya?
Oh god, I have 3 things that I don't know if they're 2 of them are not food, they're drinks, so we're just gonna go with it. Mine is my current work in progress is book 2 of the Backhanded Compliment series, which has no series title. Book 2. And it would be actually, oh my god, all 3 are we're doing drinks for mine. A protein shake, a chocolate protein shake specifically, red wine, and espresso.
That tracks for backhand compliments. Especially
Espresso or espresso martini?
Oh, I just espresso. I feel like Octavia is very particular about her coffee. I don't think she'd be super into espresso martinis. She'd be like, no, espresso must be espresso.
Sure.
That's
The
that
pure
mean
espresso. I was also thinking a cappuccino, but like she's a night owl, and Italians like don't drink cappuccino past noon. So just a cup of espresso, I think, is
Just
a little like
just a minute
little-
espresso.
a minute
Little
espresso,
teeny cups are so cute.
a little cup, and no cream, no sugar. Do not destroy the sanctity of the espresso for her. She is a pure Italian woman.
3 food items for my book would be cornbread. That plays a pivotal part in one of the scenes.
Delicious.
Specifically, a tin pot burning over a campfire with coffee.
Love that detail.
And I guess whiskey?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Not
that
in
feels
the
like it.
straight guy sense, but in the sense that one of my main character's favorite thing about his boyfriend is that he has sort of a golden whiskey hue of brown eyes.
Nice.
Yes, because eyes are the only feature I can describe, apparently. Project Alien would be Fade Latte Art, Pad Thai, and Cotton Candy. That is a
Sounds
combination.
delish. Sounds delicious. I'd be there.
I'd be there in outer space. 3 for mine is orange cookies, jasmine tea, and red wine. A lot of red wines. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna pull a plug.
Miss Gaze. You Miss Gaze. Gaze is up there too.
Oh,
Vic is definitely
oh.
at 3:17.
It's definitely a cold apple pie, mugwort tea, and bitter almonds. So cyanide.
Honestly, tracks. It tracks.
Octavia and me, enemies to lovers art, because I love red coffee, aka so much milk, it's fatal to the intolerance. And also those shitty supermarket instant vanilla coffee, so we must compromise. Oh well.
Look, Gaze. Look, honestly, Gaze. She would. It would not. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be an enemies to lovers because her canonic boyfriend Leo also drinks instant coffee. He's an instant coffee drinker, and it breaks her heart every time. But she lives. She deals with it. She's like, I'll just drink twice the espresso for both of us.
Yeah, that's healthy. That's
Yeah.
healthy. Okay, time to put a plug on this. Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you so much to Wallace, gone but never forgotten. We'll be here tomorrow for another Trouble Sprints and Shop Talk.
Yes.
I'll tell
My
you that.
wife
for
has
free.
returned from war.
I'll tell you that for free. So be there or be square. I have no idea what the topics or questions will be, but I have promised to answer them at the best of my abilities, which isn't a lot, but it's something. And next week on this channel is a craft conversation. Actually, yes, it's the last Tuesday of the month. We're going to talk about the story grid, which I do not have in my current presence room in this here. We're going to talk about the story grid by Sean Coyne with Malin. So if you're into editing, which I'm soon going to be into, this book promises to be, the foundational block of any editor's toolbox. So we'll see. And yeah, I think that's it. Does we have? Oh, we're doing a lot of writing this weekend. Where I'm going to set up the sprints later. We're going to be doing a April Adventure wrap-up weekend called a Panic Weekend for this upcoming weekend. Saturday and Sunday, 8 hours both days. So if you're into that, keep an eye out on the Trouble chat. Ooh, oh God. Ooh, sorry.
Woo. Pull the plug.
Do I have this on this computer or just yes? I do. Okay. Toodaloo, and I'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.